Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, July 9th. The time is 10:08 a.m. And according to my phone, it is 19 degrees Celsius right now. And I'm here just behind Commerce Court North, an old Art Deco skyscraper. And I think that one dates back to 1931. And there's Commerce Court West. And to the south of here is Brookfield Place. And for this one, I'm going to head on up to King Street, and then I'll jump into the city's path network. There's been a number of requests to take an updated walk through the path. And that is Yonge Street, just off to the east here. There's an entrance to King Subway Station right there. And this street is Melinda Street. And I think this one is Jordan Street. And that is King, just up ahead. And this is the city's financial district. And as you can tell, it was raining overnight. There goes a 501 Queen streetcar on King Street. They've changed the routing of a number of streetcars due to some repair work going on. And there's a look to the west towards Bay Street and Scotia Plaza. So I'll just head on over to King Station and then I'll hop down into the path, which, according to the Guinness Book of Records, is the world's largest underground shopping network. And since we're here, there is the rather slender One King West. I'm just gonna put my mask on before I head inside. Which had snagged itself on my Fitbit. There we go. We'll take a quick peek at the intersection of King and Yonge. There's a look south, down Yonge. And a look north. Okay, let's head inside. There are nearly countless entrances to get into the path. I can think of dozens off the top of my head. And King Station is one of them. There's a look towards the subway station entrance, but we'll head in here through Scotia Plaza. And when I worked in the financial district, this was my usual way into the office. Of course, it was Much busier back then. Hey, a new Starbucks coming. This area is all new. Or rather, I didn't recognize it. It looks like they took this opportunity to upgrade the food court here at Scotia Plaza. There's a KFC just in here on the left. I wonder if that's still there. Oh, it looks like they've completely gutted everything inside. There's a Wendy's there, a teriyaki experience, and Jimmy the Greek. It was last spring when most companies sent all their employees home to work, or at least most of them. Oh, the Winners is open. And this will take you up to the Bay Adelaide Centre. And if the entrance to the Eaton Centre were open, you could head up north through here into the Eaton Centre. And you could take that all the way to the most northern part of the path, which would be at the atrium. I apologize for that slight squeak from my shoes. It was a bit wet outside. And if I were to head in that direction, that would take me to First Canadian Place, where I used to work. And you can take it over to Roy Thompson Hall and Metro Hall. And Simcoe Place, even the Ritz-Carlton. I think there's a little over 70 buildings connected in the path, or by the path. And somewhere around 12 to 1,300 shops and services, although I'm sure that number has gone down. Here's a place that sells gift baskets. The type of thing you often see handed out at offices, just to celebrate achievements, work anniversaries, birthdays, and that type of thing, but nobody in the offices, I can't imagine their business is doing so well. And this will take us into Commerce Court. Pretty much right underneath where I started filming. And it is still very much a ghost town. So this is the Commerce Court food court. And I could head that way over to the TD Center. I used to come down to that food court and go to the Harveys all the time. So this way heads down into the Bay Wellington Center. And I'm not sure I've ever recorded this particular way on this channel before. Well, it's now Brookfield Place. Used to be known as BCE Place. And there's an entrance to the Hockey Hall of Fame. And I hardly recognize it down here. All this construction hoarding up. This is the food court. But if I go up a level, the view is quite neat. So perhaps I'll do that. There should be an escalator just here on the left. Here we go. And this is one of the few food courts in the path that is normally open on weekends. And this is often a postcard moment. And I think this area is referred to as the Alan Lambert Galleria. Might be wrong on that. And I remember going to a few corporate events right in this little courtyard here. And I think this atrium was designed by Santiago Caltrava. I am not just looking that up on my phone right now. It's exactly what I was doing. Normally I don't do that when I'm recording these, but I wasn't planning on coming up here. It just occurred to me as I was walking around the path. I'm really bad at remembering certain details, so I thought Let's just look this up. And I think this building is owned by Brookfield, because when I worked at First Canadian Place, we would have to do our fire drills here. So once or twice a year, we'd have to vacate the office and all gather on this level right here. That was always fun times. And there is Bay Street. So we'll head back down to the path. And this will take us to Union Station, but I'll make the U-turn and start heading north. There's a number of car rental agencies here. Although I always find it annoying renting from these places. The parking garages aren't the easiest to navigate if you're just popping in for a rental. You often have to head all the way to the lowest floor in the parking garage. There's an entrance to Union Station. So the path does extend south of here into the South Core district. And you could pop in to the subway line or jump on a streetcar or just head straight through to the main part of Union Station, where you could take a GO train, a VIA train, or a GO bus from the shiny new bus terminal. I wonder if the other LCBO at First Canadian Place will be open. We'll find out. This is Royal Bank right here on the right. And there's a food court down there. And they have the touchless entry points here. And this is the TD Center. There's a currency exchange center for TD. I wonder if it's open right now. Doesn't look like it. We could take this path here over to Commerce Court where I just was. I guess there's not too many international traveling going on. Not that that's a good place to change your money anyways. And just down that path there, in front of Shoppers Drug Mart, I think about maybe 6-7 years ago, someone was stabbed to death. I remember that because I was working at First Canadian Place, which is the next building to the north here, when that happened. This used to be a Town Shoes. I could have headed that way, but I think we'll just start heading north rather than west. So here's First Canadian Place. It's weird seeing all these places boarded up. You could take that way over to St. Andrew Station. I'm just gonna head up and take a look at the First Canadian Place food court. I used to go to this Ruby Thai and Five Guys quite often. There's one of several Timmys in here. And there's a nice outdoor dining area. There's a look at king caps. There are a lot of vacant stores here. And I think most of the big banks and insurers and other firms that occupy these financial district offices are sort of just starting to slowly ease employees back into coming into the office. I think we'll definitely see a lot more permanent flex time or flex workers going on, where people don't work 5 days a week in the office. There's another food court just on the left here, but it's not all that interesting. There's a look into the food court. But if I keep following this path here, it should take me to Bay and Queen. Currency Mart. And this next section here feels a bit like stepping back in time from all these shiny modern spaces into something that's definitely decidedly 70s or 80s. Kind of reminds me of when you're on the Las Vegas Strip and you're going in and out of all these fancy hotels and casinos, and then you go to Circus. And you think you just stepped into a time machine. Oh, it's got a passport photo done here. Oh, there it is, rapid photo. I know it was there. I was just looking at the print shop thinking that was it. None of these places have changed. They're just not open. These different sections are all maintained separately by the ownership of the buildings that are above them. And this is all newly renovated. Remember, this gateway installed a Bitcoin machine. You can really hear my shoe squeak. That's how quiet it is in here. And this should take us up to Bay and Queen. So I started off at King. I kind of worked way down. I was going to follow it around with my finger, but I bailed on that idea. Push button to exit. Nothing happens. At least it's unlocked. And we're outside. There's a look at Old City Hall straight ahead. There's a look southbound Bay Street. So I'll just make my way over to Queen subway station now. And I'll head north up to Yonge and Eglinton. There's the Toronto sign and New City Hall off in that direction. I'm gonna have to double cross here. So I hope you enjoyed that updated walk through the path. I probably won't go back anytime soon, at least not until it's showing some signs of life. So I don't think that walk was all too different from the last few I did through there. This is east along the north side of Queen Street West. And that's the Eaton Center just on my left.
Oh my God.
There's a look at the Eaton Center entrance. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below if you like this one. I always look forward to seeing everyone's feedback. If you wish to support the channel, there are links to my Patreon in the description, as well as YouTube channel membership. And this is Queen and Young. There's a look north up Young. And it is raining ever so lightly right now. I just left my mask on from being in the path, so I'll hop into the subway station here. I'll just fish out my transit card. All right, I'm not sure when the next train is, but it's time to go home. It says 2 minutes, so I'm just going to end the video here. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will catch you on the next one.